I'm Inside and I saw The Penguin episode 5, Homecoming. It is directed by Helen Shaver, written by Brenna Gibson and Shay Ogbonna. And if you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. This episode starts, we're following Oz and he has a crew now. And he's kidnapping Maroni's son. He's using Maroni's son as a bargaining chip. The Maronis stole his drugs. The bliss. Remember? Yeah, that happened. And Oz is like, come on, can I get my drugs, please? And the Maronis are like, no. And so he has to yoink the Maroni's son. I will give you the son if you give me the shipment. Things get heated. Fire happens. Those two burn. The son and the wife. Oz looks so cool. He's so awesome. I'm like, get him. Oz bribes a guy to go shoot at Maroni and he ends up escaping prison. That's no good for Oz, but it is exciting. It's fun to see the Maroni guy. He's really good at not dying and he's good at navigating the prison and escaping it. He does have a ton of influence there. I swear. He has these private rooms where he can be the center of the room, and he's got a bunch of people surrounding him, and he got a bunch of guards there, but clearly they're being paid off. So this guy has a ton of power. So it makes me think that he's probably had it planned to escape prison, like he knew the way he's gonna do it, and he's just now is doing it. He's got a motivation. Oz is ruining things. Oz is going to take over the city if they don't stop him. Unfortunately, though, taking back the bliss that got stolen, of course, you got a nice little chemical system. The chemicals to put fires out. So sad that it also puts out the capabilities of producing bliss, except for in 2 barrels. And I like seeing Oz being all mad. He's like throwing things like, ugh, we only got 2 barrels? I'm like, you go, Oz. Well, you're gonna have to find a place to grow some bliss because you only got 2 barrels and you need a place that's dark, moist, underground, and where nobody will be able to find you. Seeing Victor interact with Oz's mom is very sweet, and I also like seeing Oz interact with his mom. I like seeing that he feels guilt for moving her from her house to Crown Point, where they won't be found at all by anyone. Nobody wants to go to Crown Point. And they just take up an apartment that's been abandoned since the flood happened. There's people's possessions still in there. There's like furniture and such. I would be worried about the mildew, personally. I feel like that'd be an environment ripe for mildew production. So the Falcons are dead, and Sofia's got the rest of the family. Also, what's interesting about Sofia, she basically tortures Vidi into being on her side. And then being at the table with everybody there, and Vidi disagrees with her one time. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And Sofia does, pew, right headshot, pew, and he's dead. I'm like, all that torture, and you're just gonna, she could have killed you there. Torturing, being tortured, right? But I feel like it was definitely a testament to his ego. I feel like she knew that he was not going to let her take over the family while he was alive. And he had to undermine her even when she had the position of authority. She was literally torturing him. And it took until he agreed to help her for her to stop torturing him. And so he just decided to undermine her? Well, yeah, she had to take that very drastic approach to taming your butt, which is to tame it forever. There's nothing left to tame. You're dead. Sofia's got a bunch of dudes that are now convinced by her lovely words to go under her, work under her, because Carmine didn't care about any of them, or didn't remember any of their names. They've all been oppressed under Carmine's rule, but she will be new ruler. Things will be different. That's what she promises these guys, and that's why she's got their support. And then we get a nice little glimpse at Oz dealing with his mom complaining all the time. Oh, it's cold. Oh, it's cold. Also, it's revealed she has dementia. So there is some times where she thinks that she's in the past somewhere and then gets really confused. And changing environments is not the best thing to do to somebody with dementia, because that's very confusing to them. Oz finds some underground trolleyways that are no longer being used for trolleys, and it's a perfect environment to grow some bliss. And so that's what they're going to do. They're going to grow some bliss. And I'm like, yes, they got a drug empire. Victor and Oz are running a drug empire in Gotham. It's going to be taking over the streets. It's going to be everywhere. I'm so excited. I like this episode a lot. I feel like this episode heavily is about future. We got Sofia's future. She's going to be running things, and she's going to be a great leader. She's going to be epic, awesome, beautiful. And then we got Oz. He's going to be running Gotham. He's got the future in his hands. This episode has got me hyped about the rest of the season. I'm so excited to see what happens in the next episode. I gotta give this, it's a solid 7.9 out of 10. If you like this, if you watch another one, the platform really likes that $20 Dino is at patreon.com/ASEPresents for one movie review per 1 month. Go to this link tree to support the daily grindiness of all them daily movies, so you can go here. And until next time, in salad sauce, see you later, my sour croutons and bacon bits.